Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. I want to quickly say I am extremely bullish on XRP, and if you're too, make sure you press the like button. Having said that, the previous video, it has received a ton of criticism because I told you all in that video that XRP could hit some crazy prices today. And people all started to fire at me saying, XRP is never going anywhere. XRP is dead right now. XRP this, XRP that. It is just not my opinion. I still think XRP is doing amazing. I am still buying XRP right as we speak. I don't care if there's people hating the coin. I am feeling good. And even Brett Garlinghouse said it today. He's feeling good, right? What did he say? It was a good day, I think is what he said. He said literally, today was a good day. 20,000 likes. Having said that though, whenever the title is something positive about XRP, that does not actually mean it's my thought. Very often we just cover somebody who said something like that, and in the previous video we mostly covered an analyst who was talking about the XRP price. Now today, we are going to cover a lot of stuff, so I'm not sure exactly what to title it. Starting it off, Ripple CEO, following the SEC hearing, said today was a good day. To be honest, today was a good day. Yesterday was a good day. All these days have been good. I'm not gonna lie. It's just been a juicy amount of days, or a juicy couple of days here, because the lawsuit has been doing good. The price has been doing good. Everybody's feeling happy. And by the way, once more, make sure you press the like button if you are enjoying the daily crypto content. The thing I want to cover kind of most, and that I want to kind of hammer on, is actually the Korean markets. So we have covered the Korean markets in a lot of the live streams. We've looked at it, talked about it. However, one thing I only made clear like once or twice was the amount of volume that's actually going on in XRP right now on this exchange. And one of the fun parts is that they are not really making it too relevant. So there's a couple points, right? One is these aggregators like a Live CoinWatch and a CoinMarketCap are not actually taking the Korean prices right now into their price calculations. Live CoinWatch has done it a couple of times right now, but in general, they don't really take it in. It's not only for XRP, but also for Bitcoin and whatnot. However, XRP right now has a $700 million volume on BitThump, for example, which is a Korean exchange. That is pretty damn crazy because that means XRP is by far the most traded asset on here. And this would actually mean that this is like the number 3, I believe, biggest exchange for XRP right now, at least in terms of volume, yet it's not being represented, which is kind of odd. And a good example of that is here. If you're watching Live CoinWatch, it shows up here at the bottom. BitThump, you can see right here, 600 million volume, which I would say is also wrong because, well, you can clearly see on the exchange it says that it's like 710 billion. However, they might not believe that. Even if you type it in here, XRP Korean won, or let's go for just Korean won, there we go. You'll find it, all right? Maybe you sometimes have to try a little bit, but you'll find it. You can see right here, $600 million on BitThump. Yet, if you really go look once more at the XRP list, it's not showing up. It should be right here, right? I've sorted it on volume right now. It should be 3rd, yet it's not there. It shows up here in the XP breakdown, and I did send them a message already about it, like, okay, at least make it show up. If you're not going to make it count, that's completely fine. That's your own decision, but make it count, and just maybe show somewhere that it does not matter. They told me you can filter for Korean exchanges, but I have no freaking clue how you should do that or what exactly there is to it. If you know, once more, let me know in the comment section down below, but I'm not really sure. If it's really an obvious thing, let me know, because I'm seeing it in this list down here, but I'm not seeing it here at the top, which I think is a little bit odd. I just personally think that's a little bit odd. Once more, they contacted me over on Twitter, said, hey, what's your problem? I said, well, it's not showing up. They said, we fixed it. It was fixed for a couple of minutes, but they're right now saying it is outlier prevention, which I do get once more, because on Bitcoin, it's also ridiculously high on those Korean exchanges, ridiculously $65,000. Ethereum is at 2,300. It's crazy, yes. But then don't make it show up here at the bottom. Like if you're going to take it away from everything, don't make it show up here, or just make it show up as say outlier or something like that to make sure we know what is going on. I think that would be most fair. But once more, that is just my opinion. Having said that, BEX Plus is at the center of the relist XRP campaign. A little question for you guys is, do you think exchanges will be relisting XRP, specifically Coinbase? So even though I don't personally use Coinbase, I think it would be huge if they did relist it, mostly for people's faith in the coin, right? And for the ability for people to just buy it once more. It would be huge. Also, of course, it's the biggest exchange right now, I believe, in the world for crypto, at least the highest valuated one. So if you get XRP back on there, it's given a lot of attention, and specifically in times that are this good. If, for example, Coinbase were released right now, that could really, really have some severe damages to the price. And I'm not even talking about just a real relisting. I'm talking about an announcement already. An announcement would be crazy. Or the thought that Coinbase might relist. For example, an announcement saying, we're looking into relisting XRP. Even if they don't even do it, the announcement itself would be extremely huge, and I would definitely buy the moment they do that. So there's actually another option here for some people that are really keen on technology, that want to become a millionaire really quickly. Once more, this is not financial advice, this can go wrong. If you, for example, put your bot, your purchasing bot on Coinbase's Twitter, and you have basically the variables. If Coinbase says XRP and relist or trading in the same tweet, you buy, for example, right? You open a long position. How can this go wrong? Well, it could be that Coinbase, for example, says we are not looking into buying, relisting XRP. Or Coinbase, for example, says we have looked into it, but we're not doing it. That type of stuff would be really, really bearish on the price. However, if you, for example, have a long position open with a really freaking tight stop loss, you will most likely only lose a little bit if you were wrong on that one, but you'll buy and most likely have a freaking juicy entry with a ton of profitable potential. If it actually does pull through. Because if it happens, the price can most likely just go up like 20-30% in a day. And if you go on leverage times 10, times 20, times 50, that might be one of the best days in your life. You can become really rich in a very short amount of time. But yeah, the whole relist XRP campaign, it's working a little bit. But we want those bigger exchanges like Coinbase to come on in. Now, South Korea are trading XRP and BTC more than Bitcoin and Ether. I just thought it was really interesting how in Korea right now, where they're really valuing crypto at a huge premium. By the way, I believe South Korea has the highest population that knows about crypto. It's still trading at a premium right there, like crazy, but they're trading XRP more than Bitcoin. Isn't that really odd? I think it is. It's cool though, but it's pretty odd. Then $48 billion hedge fund Millennium Management invested in Grayscale GBTC. It's just happening. Is it really relevant? Debatable. I mean, we've already said it a couple of times before right now. However, they've been believed to have gained exposure through Bitcoin, through Grayscale GBTC. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. Grayscale's planning to turn it into an ETF eventually. Yeah. Is it really cool? Yeah, it's just cool from the perspective that a lot of these bigger guys, in this case here, a $50 billion, company, is joining the game. From a different perspective, this is not, I believe, confirmed. I'm not actually sure how we can confirm it. You might be able to look it up in some sketchy places like The Street. Not The Street itself, but TheStreet.com. It's a website. Or maybe in the SEC filing somewhere. Maybe it's already been reported. I'm not quite sure. It's most likely something you could find online. But the basic point being, once more, that the space is just being legitimized. We said in a previous video, it's not too big to fill, but it's getting ridiculously big by all the support that's been granted. So yeah. RippleX launches Python library for XRP Ledger. That was actually something really cool. So this is a little bit more of the technical side, but I think it was a really interesting advancement. RippleX, the open developer platform for finance built by Ripple Labs Inc., has recently announced the launch of XRP-LPy, a pure Python implementation for interacting with the XRP ledger. I thought that was really interesting. That was really cool. I was like, wow, okay. The new library, which is available for developers to test and contribute to on GitHub, simplifies some of the more difficult aspects of the XRP ledger implementation. Code for functions such as serialization and transaction have been transcoded with the native Python methods and models for XRP ledger transactions and core server API objects for Ripple's open source server software, which operates with an ISC, which is Internet Software Consortium license. Now, what this really entails, go check it out for yourself. It's not really relevant for most people. However, it's a pretty big advancement because it grabs a lot of people's attention, and a lot of people like programming in Python, so that is nice. All right, once more, we're seeing it right here. Integration, pretty damn good, but for you as an individual, and even if you're talking about the price, it really doesn't do too much. Then John Deaton is back at it again with their crazy tweets. I mean, he's not really saying anything crazy. He's just basically exposing the SEC. He said right now, I have the transcript from yesterday's hearing. The SEC enforcement attorney said that, quote, defendants claim XRP is similar to Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's just wrong, end quote. He went on to say that neither Bitcoin or Ethereum ever had a central authority that sold the tokens. Truth matters. Why? Well, DAI also posted earlier, according to the SEC, any information regarding how they gave the Ethereum fundraiser a free pass is not relevant to now going after Ripple, huh? Because there's a video here where you can see Vitalik saying, for example, that they have had a sale. That means that Vitalik Buterin has really said before, we have a crowdfunding right now for Ethereum where, for example, X amount of Ethereum, let's say 3,000, is equal to 1 Bitcoin. It's really interesting, though, if you see it from from that perspective, where it's like the SEC is trying to make it look like XRP and Ethereum are so different, but really, from a couple of places they are and aren't, yet XRP never had a sale like Ethereum had, and Ethereum literally had a real sale. And then this one, the XRP community, this is what the SEC lawyer said yesterday, quote, as of June 2018, when Hinman made that speech, there was no use for XRP other than investment. It wasn't until October 2018 that Ripple commercially launched any use for XRP. Yeah. It's really interesting, in my opinion, how they're thinking of all of this. End quote, by the way. How they're thinking of all of that. I think it's really strange. But they're just maybe like throwing their fingers inside their nose and like just, I don't know, stirring around a little bit or something like that. It's really crazy. It's really crazy, in my opinion. Then, whale alert. I just saw this one. 12 million going from Ripple to Binance. Don't know what that is. Maybe it's just once more funding. I think so. Usually when this happens, it's a bulk of like 3-4 transactions with 12 million. It's usually just a bulk transfer, but I'm not quite sure. It's not a relist or anything like that. It could just be a, Ripple. No, never mind. I just think what it just said, that it's a transfer for liquidity, that Binance needs it right now for their platform. And then last but not least, this type of stuff is usually what I cover on 5-Minute Crypto, but right now I just saw it, and again, it's so freaking annoying. UK investors lose £130 million to thieves as crypto scam swells by 57% in 2020. I was just checking YouTube again, and there's another one of these, these giveaway scams going on. What it basically is it's a YouTube live stream right now where scammers are acting as if they are a Ripple, right? And they have a Brad Garlinghouse interview playing in the background with a huge event link and stuff like that at the bottom. I just want to say 2 things. 1, be careful. Those are not real. Ripple's not doing a giveaway. 2nd, please be careful in the comment section. There's a ton of people trying to impersonate me. Be careful of those. Don't get scammed. Warn others. We already have the DBC comment police right now in action. You're hopefully going to see him coming around warning people. But if you are feeling like it, please, guys, warn others too. And don't go just say scam, 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 because that stuff doesn't really work. Just write one little sentence to explain to somebody that that's not the real me. All right, that usually will help the best way, and we can help each other out a little bit to not get scammed. That could be really, really amazing. I might make another video dedicated to this tomorrow, just explaining what's going on, what the Ripple lawsuit against these scams was about, how it's really been going, and what's still happening right now, because there's still too many people who get scammed. I cover this stuff too many times. I would really just want to kind of stop it, but the amount of crypto scammers are, of course, reaching an all-time high too, and since XRP has been pumping like crazy right now, I think they're going to really shift their focus again a little bit on XRP right as we speak, because it's been down for a little while. The amount of fakes and giveaway scams and whatnot was a little bit lower for a little while, but now it's coming back up because XRP is pumping again and going crazy, so yeah, I think we got to cover that a little bit more often. But that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I will see you guys again in another crypto video. Tell how I do, highlight I do. Make sure you press the like button and see you guys again in another one.